Time now for the Raider image play of the game.
Rott looks right, comes back left, throws end zone, intercepted by Schweigert, and he's running out of the end zone, gets a block 20, 25, then he gets slammed down at the 30-yard line.
He had the flowing dreadlocks for years. 2nd and 6. Now just a little bit of dreads coming out of the back of the helmet. Rott looks right, comes back left, throws end zone, intercepted by Schweigert, and he's running out of the end zone, gets a block 20, 25, then he gets slammed down at the 30-yard line. Gus for Rott lobbed that one in the end zone, and Schweigert comes up with the second takeaway of the game as he stepped in front of Brian Gilmore, Tom, to make that interception.
Yeah, obviously Farad did not see Schweigert sitting there. He played it perfectly, and as he's running, obviously he didn't see big Alex Holmes coming out of nowhere.
Man on the left side of Santana Moss. Cooley now in motion, and a handoff to Portis. Find the right side, puts the brakes on, fumbles the football, and the Raiders pick it up. At the 17-yard line, Stuart Schweigert picks up the fumble by Portis, and they have it at the Redskins 15.
I think he was trying to reach out to make the first down.
I don't care. You got to hold on to the football. That's 2 already.
Stuart Schweigert recovering on the play.
And Portis had a little bit of room on the right side, but as he was going down, he got stripped of the football.
3 at halftime. It's time now for the hungry man hit of the game.
1st and 10, over the middle throw. Gonzalez on a tip and broken up by Schweigert. What a hit that was by Schweigert.
Down and 9, empty backfield. Now Plummer deep drop, 3-man rush, plenty of time. Jake throws to the hands of Rod Smith, intercepted at the 10-yard line. That's intercepted by Stuart Schweigert. That ball went right through Rod Smith's hands. He's not going to be happy about that.
Jake Plummer told Mike Shanahan to review it, said the ball touched the ground. Rod Smith had a chance to catch it. Schweigert playing center field. Picks off the deflection.
Plummer back, throws over the middle, through the hands and intercepted. Schweigert comes up with the INT through the hands of Rod Smith, and Schweigert comes up with his 2nd interception of the year.
Still so elusive. 3rd down and 7. Trent Green, a 4-man rush, steps up, throws, catch, first down. There's Sammy Parker across the 40-45 midfield. He fumbled the ball, and the Raiders have it on their 38-yard line. Charles Woodson causes the fumble, and the Raiders have their first takeaway of the year at the precise moment they needed it. Stuart Schweigert recovers the fumble as Woodson went in with a strip tackle and punched the ball right out of the arms of Parker, and Schweigert takes it over.
100-yard receiving game. 4th quarter, 23-17 Chiefs. Trent Green to Sammy Parker. Charles Woodson knocks the ball loose in the tackle. Raiders get the ball. Under 2 minutes to go.
For San Diego on the 9-yard line. Handoff for Daniel Tomlinson. Oh, he fumbled the ball. It squirted out of the 20. The Raiders pounce on it, and they recover it. The Raiders take over on the Charger 21-yard line. Hope is still alive. How did that ball come out? Charles Woodson recovers the fumble as LaDainian Tomlinson comes forward on it's just a straight handoff, nothing fancy up the middle of the field, and the ball was knocked out by Stuart Schweigert.
But
he does it again, Schweigert.
This will be challenged by Marty. I'm sure that he was down before the fumble.
It's Michael Turner in the game now, 1st and 10 on the Raiders 16, and a 10-10 tie for now. The Cardell in motion, handoff, Turner, and he's blasting his way to the 10, tripped up at the 8, almost able to turn it into 6. But Stuart Schweigert tripped him up.
Wide receiver formation, 2 left, 2 right. And it's a snap directly to Ronnie Brown. He's got the first down. A flag is down, though, at the line. Ronnie Brown breaks a tackle. May have lost the ball at the end of the run. Let's see. He is down at the Raider 48-yard line. The Raiders have the football. Ronnie Brown fumbled it away.
Rolling on the field. There's a fumble. Recovered by the defense before going out of bounds. Holding. Offense
the Raiders ball.
The penalties decline. First down.
San Diego on their 41-yard line. Chargers up 17-7. Toss Tomlinson, middle, cuts back 45. Breaks the tackle. He may go 40. Schweigert dives and saves the touchdown as he drops him on the Raider 28-yard line.
Back as the Chiefs shift to a spread set, including Gonzalez, who's wide to the near side, farthest. Trent Green, draw play. Larry Johnson left, 10-yard line, 15, into the Raiders secondary, and up to the 25-yard line, gaining 15 yards. Schweigert had to go low, or it would have been even a bigger run by Larry Johnson.
Shadowing Kennison. Kennison in motion towards the right. Straight drop by Green. Looks left, throws, and is caught by Gonzalez, but not in. He is tackled on the 1-yard line. A tremendous hit there by Stuart Schweigert. Down in 3 on the 35-yard line. Lone back is Holmes, as Tom notes. He caught that screen a moment ago. He's back in after missing with a shoulder injury. Gonzalez goes in motion right. They throw it over the middle. Catch first down. Chris Horn, the wide receiver, got right in behind Gonzalez. First and 4. As they have Richardson to Green's right, Larry Johnson to his left out of a shotgun, 3 on the line. He slips going back. Green throws over the middle and is caught for a first down on Schweigert. Sammy Parker comes up with a third down converter. The Raiders are down 3. The Chiefs have Green in the shotgun. They have 4, now 5 on the line. Green being chased out by Grant, rolling right, throws back across the body, and is caught by Gonzalez for a first down at the Raider 30-yard line. Tiki Barber, who goes just 200 pounds, will lead. They'll bring in the huge Brandon Jacobs on 3rd and 1, and Jacobs off the right side. Now first down all the way across the 45 and up to the 46-yard line. I'm not sure if it was Schweigert tackling Jacobs or Jacobs.
Young secondary playing well. Stuart Schweigert had one of his best games last Sunday against Miami Plunk, coming up with big plays, forcing a fumble here as he lays the shoulder on the ball. Ronnie Brown gets over to the sideline, recovers it before the ball goes out of bounds. Then later comes up with the crafty laying back there, then stepping up interception in the end zone.
Yeah, I think he's just learning on the go. Second-year guy out of Purdue. He's doing a tremendous job of being around the football. If the ball's loose, you know, he'll be there to pounce on it. As you mentioned, he just lurked back there in the free safety spot, cut off the receiver, got the interception, ran for 33 yards, and then got decked.
Check it out. He got pounded, but he got up to play later. Had a great game, Stuart Schweigert. And I thought his play early in the football game, Plunk, kept the Raiders in it. They got off to a bit of a slow start. Then late first quarter, throughout the early part of the second quarter, the offense began to wake up.
Steps up, throws, catch made right down the middle. L.J. Smith fumbled the ball. Schweigert knocked it out, and the Raiders have recovered.
What a big play that was by safety Stuart Schweigert. The Raiders were down a touchdown early fourth quarter, and L.J. Smith breaks free, may go in for a touchdown, and Schweigert puts his shoulder right on the ball that pops free, and the Raiders on the recovery by Derek Gibson, a huge takeaway. And Stuart Schweigert, the Raider free safety, joins us on the Silver and Black show. Tell me what you're thinking in that situation. Obviously, L.J. Smith has made a catch on it. He's running free. He's approaching the goal line. Are you just trying to tackle him? Are you trying to strip him? What are you trying to do here?
Well, we knew with him, he's pretty loose with the ball. I mean, when he's about to get tackled, he's trying to swim guys, and the ball's loose. So, you know, a player can either put their helmet into it or just go somewhere towards the ball, and the shoulder pad hit it. He did a flip, and the ball came out, and Derek Gibson recovered it.
Let me ask you, Stuart, do you watch film of other safeties around the NFL? Because just the first quarter of this season, the Raiders are seeing some of the best safeties in pro football. Opening night in New England, you get Rodney Harrison. Last week, you get Brian Dawkins. This week, we're going to see Roy Williams of the Dallas Cowboys. They're all different stylistically. But do you pop out film and watch these guys a little bit to pick up pointers?
Yeah, of course. This summer, you know, I sat down and watched some film on Dawkins, and Ed Reed's another guy who's a great safety out there in Baltimore. And you just like to see what they do, how they read and react. And a lot of the stuff is a lot of it is preparation during the week. They know what play, I mean, before it's snapped, they know where it's going to go, and they just make a break on the ball. And that's one thing I have to get with myself, to get the confidence in my ability to make sure that I know what the play is. I mean, I'm thinking I know what it is right now, you know, but I'm still not 100% sure. I just have to be confident in my ability to assess the play before it's snapped.
You're obviously a very studious guy, well-educated from Purdue University. In fact, last year, I remember on the show Behind the Shield, you had a rookie diary. You remember that?
Yes, I did.
Took people inside what it's like to be a rookie playing in the NFL. For those of you who didn't see it or want to see it again, here's Stuart Schweigert, Behind the Shield last year, a rookie diary.
You know, it's really been nice to have some of the older guys, you know, really help me out and make sure that I know what's going on back there, so that's been a big help.
I know when I was coming up through the college ranks, my senior class and some of the other guys really helped me. And really, as soon as I got here, I kind of, you know, retraced back to my freshman year of, you know, just making sure, looking at the guys that I knew were good on the team that had success, and watch them and watch what they do, watch how they work out, watch how they practice. I think I've improved every game. I mean, if you look at my, you know, Pittsburgh game, which is a game that I thought I played well, I think it's almost night and day from how I look now. I mean, just the way I'm reading and the way I'm moving around, and just the confidence that I feel in myself. And as a rookie, I think that's a huge thing, is just to keep gradually getting better and better. And really, since you don't have the, you know, all the reps that you would like to have as a rookie, you know, in the game, you have to do well with the ones that you have. When I am in there, I'm getting around the ball, I'm making tackles, I'm making breakups, showing the coaches that, you know, they can count on me if there is a chance to get in there. You know, they're not going to be afraid to pull the trigger, and they can throw me in there because they know I can do well.
play action. Throw end zone, incomplete.
Well, that was last year when you were learning to play the position in the National Football League. And now, obviously, you're playing more. You're in the starting rotation a little bit. They're moving things a lot around in the secondary. But how much more comfortable do you feel now since you've been in this league for 1 year?
It's a huge difference. I mean, having the ability to know my teammates, know the calls, and the defense this year coming into camp was so much easier than it was as a rookie just because I've had a year under my belt. I know the defense, and I'm not so worried about our calls. Now I can focus on the offense and knowing I'm confident and I know what I'm supposed to be at. Now I can read the offense and make plays on them.
One of the things I know as a safety that you've got to pay attention to is the quarterback and that play-action fake and not take that fake. Now this week, you're up against a guy who utilizes it a lot. In the Dallas Cowboys, they have a good running back in Julius Jones, but they'll try to hit you big. I mean, they'll give you that play action, get back, and then they've got the receivers, obviously, with Terry Glenn and Keyshawn Johnson. They've got Jason Witten down the middle of the field. So what do you key on to not step up too early on that play action?
You can't read. What we talk about is the quarterback and running backs will lie. I mean, they will lie all the time. So you have to read the offensive line. I mean, those big guys, when it's a pass play, I mean, they're 6'6", 6'7". I mean, they're standing straight up. They're backing up. I mean, it's easy to read. And when they're running, they're getting down low. They're pushing off the ball. So really the biggest thing is to read. I try to read the uncovered lineman, which means a lineman, there's not a defensive lineman on. And it's pretty easy to read. I mean, if you get caught up watching out where the ball's at, watching the running backs, quarterbacks, I mean, you're going to get beat all day.
So when you watch that lineman, you get a hint if it's a run or a pass.
Exactly. Because those big guys, they're standing up. And again, you watch film that week and you pick out a guy who does a little more than others, and I mean, you'll be 100%.
All right, man. Congratulations on your big play against
Thank
the
you.
Eagles and your one against the Chiefs, and good luck in the game against Dallas. The Raiders needed, obviously, to get this victory.
Yes.
Stuart Schweigert, the Raiders safety, our guest on the Silver and Black Show.
And, George, looking on the bright side, Stuart Schweigert has been all over the field this year, making plays. Talk about his growth as a safety in the NFL.
You know, with playing time, JT, you get familiar with the nuances of the game. And what Stuart is starting to experience now is that he can recognize plays, he's reading routes a lot better, and he's taking proper angles on pass coverage and tackling. You know, you got to keep in mind, Schweigert was a great college player. He broke Rod Woodson's interception record at Purdue.
You know, we've come close the last 4 weeks, and we haven't been able to cut it out at the end. We have some opportunities for the defense to go out there, shut it down, win the game. So, I mean, this is a huge confidence boost for our defense going into the bye week.
Tell me a little bit about Stuart Schweigert and what you know, because he had a hand in things as well, young guy.
Yeah, and I like this guy, and the reason I like this guy is that he has the ability to fly around the football field. We talked about Woodson moving around. We talked about Gibson coming on the safety